Yo, what's up, family? Before you start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can, just so we can get out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. All right, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come in the house. And Sam Hauser has been on fire lately. He's been shooting great all season, but he's been shooting at an incredible clip in these last few games, and I want to show him some love. So the word of the day for Sam is movement. We all know he can shoot, but his footwork and the way he moves is imperative to how he prepares to shoot the ball. And today I'm going to be looking at some of the action the Celtics run to get Hauser open. A lot of his threes, of course, still come off the gravity of his teammates like JT, JB, and Porzingis, and opposing teams are still opting to help off him, which is stupid, but I'm going to look at some of the more intentional ways the Celtics have gotten Hauser shots this season, so let's get into the film. Alright, so the first set we're going to be looking at is the Celtics double stagger action. Double stagger screens are two screens that are set in the same direction that are just a little bit spaced apart. So here, you see they get the ball to Tatum, and as Tatum receives it, Sam Hauser comes from the corner and he goes off of these screens, and Jrue Holiday does an amazing job of moving himself and still getting set before hitting Bobo with that screen. And the Celtics guards are super imperative to what we do as an offense. Jrue Holiday and Derek White are amazing screeners, and it gets our shooters and our scorers open shots because they're such willing screeners. All right, so here we go again, but this time Sam Hauser is a part of the double stagger screens, right? So you see the two screens facing the same way with a little bit of space in between them. This time it's for Tatum, right? He comes off the Holiday one, but the Celtics do a great job of not being robots. This action, this set, allows him to do so many things out of it, and the Celtics do a great job of just reading the defense and doing what they feel is best given what the defense presents them. So here Tatum goes off the first one, and then they see Julius is kind of like standing like he's expecting something to happen, so they take advantage of that. Tatum sets the pin down for him, and he comes out and he hits the three. Alright, so one of the Celtics' favorite baseline out of bounds play is Sam coming from the top of the key off double stagger screens onto the corner. Their favorite play that I've seen that they run the most is when a guard sets a screen for Porzingis' man and he just gets the mismatch and he takes advantage of that. But the one I've seen them run the second most amount of times is this one, where Sam is at the top of the key and he'll come to the corner off the stagger screens and he'll hit the shot. Alright, so next action we're going to be looking at is flare screens. Flare screens can be set in a lot of different ways, but the most simplest way to define it is a screen set by somebody that is in between the ball handler and the shooter or the person he's screening for, and they fade off to the three-point line. So here, Kornet is sort of in between Pritchard and Hauser. Here, he fades off to the three-point line and he hits the shot. And one thing I love about this action is that it can be a continuous action. It can happen at any point in time in the offense, right? So here, Sam Hauser hands it off to Peyton Pritchard, and then you see here's Luke. He puts the sign up that he's gonna set one for Sam Hauser, and it just happens so naturally, right? He puts his hand up, he sets the screen on TJ McConnell, and that's just enough for Sam Hauser to get the three off. All right, so when teams go zone against the Celtics, they can use this action a lot, and it's something called flaring the side. So they usually do it at the top, but here they do it at the bottom. So it'll usually be somebody screening Keegan. So let's say Porzingis has the basketball, Derek White will come and set a flare screen on Keegan, so Porzingis can get the pass off to Hauser. But since JB is in the post here, and a flare screen is usually a screen set between the ball handler and the person they're screening for, O'Shea does a nice job screening here on Kevin Huerter since he's in between JB and Hauser. JB does a nice job getting that pass over to Hauser, and he makes the three. And here's a quick one versus Toronto. Sam Hauser hands the ball off to Derek White. He gets immediately into the flare screen. Great screen by Kornet, and Hauser knocks it down. And here on this play, the Celtics culminate the last two things we talk about, the double stagger and the flare screens. They put it all together in one set, and they get Sam Hauser an open three in a game where he went absolutely berserk. All right, so here they're in horns. They're going to go to their horns flare action. Here they set the flare screen. They're not able to get the ball to Sam Hauser, so what do? They go immediately into the double stagger action. Sam, again, is the screener, and here they're going to go into the stagger twirl. Payton twirls the first screen. Hauser twirls off the pin down, and he hits the three. All right, so another action Celtics love to run for Sam Hauser is something I know a lot of you guys have seen before, and it's the Spain PNR. Spain PNR is a ball screen followed by a back screen on the ball screener's man. So here, Kornet's setting up a ball screen. Hauser's gonna come set a back screen on his man, so it opens the lob opportunity. And then as this man is getting screened, his top priority a lot of the times is trying to work back to his man, which then leaves Sam Hauser open on the pop after the back screen, and he hits the three. It's a pretty simple action, but it just causes so much confusion for the defense on most occasions. So here on this one, right? You have the ball screen, and then you have the pass screen. Tristan Thompson does a nice job not getting caught on the pass screen by Sam Hauser. But the ball screen by Kornet was so good that Okoro is lagging behind a little bit, right? So that causes Garland to step over a little bit, try to help. Just that 1 inch that he stepped over allows Sam Hauser the space to shoot. He's too small. That's a tray. All right, here we go. One more time. Sam Hauser sets the back screen on Carvey Towns. Timberwolves have a little miscommunication. Sam Hauser is open for the 3. And again, it's the movement, it's the preparation before the shot. Of course, the most redeeming quality of a shooter is if the ball goes in the basket when they shoot the ball. But for the elite shooters, right, it's how they prepare before they shoot the ball. It's how they move. It's how they create space off of the screens and coming off to the 3-point line. He gets square quicker than anybody I've seen, right? So here, he sees a pass, quick. He's already square. Like, he's into his jumper. Now as we close out late. That's green. All right, so something that's become really popular this year is ghost screens. A ghost screen, as Sam Hauser hits that 3, is when you come up, act like you're going to set a screen, then you immediately fade off to the 3-point line. And it's just any type of miscommunication you can get the defense to commit. A 1/10 of a second of them stepping the wrong way is all a shooter like Sam Hauser needs. But here, the Lakers have a complete miscommunication, and Sam Hauser gets an open 3. All right, so here the Celtics go with a little ram action. Ram action is when a pin down is set for somebody to go set a ball screen. But here, I mean, I guess it's not ram action because he's not actually setting a screen. He's setting a ghost screen, right? So he comes up, and again, the defense expects a screen here. So Poole jumps out on JT, but Champagnie doesn't really know the coverage here, so he is late. Again, Sam Hauser is fading off to the 3. This little time that he's standing there and Sam Hauser is moving allows for him to get an open 3, and he hits it. And speaking of pin downs, that's what we're going to focus on next. So a pin down is an off-ball screen angled towards the baseline. So here we have Sam Hauser in the corner, and again we have Kornet setting the pin down on Torrey Craig, and just again the movement by Sam Hauser. He does this a lot, and it creates so much space without him even dribbling the ball. So he catches it right here, right? He takes his 2 steps, and he's all the way out to the wing, and now he has enough space to shoot the ball, and he makes it. And here we are with a little screener action. It looked like Sam was going to try to set a back screen on Conley, but then they switched it to McDaniels. So now Kornet again sets a pin down, angled towards the baseline on Mike Conley. Sam comes off, he's square, and he hits the 3. All right, so here you see Sam right here. He's coming off this pin down from Luke Kornet. But again, the movement and the intelligence as an off-ball mover, right? For Sale, who's checking him, right? He comes to Kornet's top side shoulder. So, which means he's going to try to take away this angle. This angle here, he's going to try to take that away. Sam Hauser sees that, jukes him, backs off, and now he's going to the baseline. He drifts to the corner, and he hits the 3. All right, so here we got some more screener action. Here, Sam sets a cross screen for Jason Tatum. If you don't know, a cross screen is when there's 2 players in the post area, and one of them sets a screen for a guy to go post up. So here, Sam sets it, and Tatum's gonna come off here to this area. But again, the gravity of Jason Tatum, right? So here, he sets a screen. You have him trailing, and Poole is going to try to chuck Tatum so this guy can get back. While that's happening, Sam Hauser's already gone. He's chucking Tatum. Sam Hauser's already gone. He comes off the pin down from O'Shea Brissett right here, and he's wide open for the 3. All right, next we're going with some handoffs. So on this particular play, I like how the Celtics were trying to get an action to one side, and then they quickly veered off to the next side. So here you see Derek White sets the screen for Jason Tatum. He's trying to come off the curl. Alex Caruso plays it fairly well. So now Horford immediately goes to the other side. And again, 1/10 of a second is all a shooter like Sam Hauser needs. So here, as they're trying to run action to this side, Kobe White is not really, he's kind of just lurking right here, right? And as soon as Al Horford turns, Sam Hauser moves. And again, that 1/10 of a second that Kobe White is not on par with Sam Hauser allows Sam to get an open look. Great screen by Al Horford. Sam again hits a 3. And again, the word of the day is movement. He gets a dribble handoff, a great screen by Kornet, and watch where he catches the ball. Catches the ball here, right? He takes one dribble. He's damn near at the top of the key, right? I don't know if there's a travel. Hold up, let me see. Takes one dribble, 1-2. I don't know if it's a travel or not. I'm leaning towards no, but I've never seen the officials call this on Sam. So he takes one step to gather. Yeah, I don't even know what this is called. I guess it's a gather, but it's like in the terms of a shooter. But Sam does this move very often, and he gets a lot of space off it, and he hits the 3 here. All right, so here the Celtics run zoom action. Zoom action is a dribble handoff started by a pin down for that guy to go get the handoff. So here we have Luke setting a pin down for Sam Hauser. He goes to get the handoff. A good enough screen by Luke. Gets Vassell off his line a little bit. They have to switch it. Too much space for Sam Hauser. If your hand is not up while he's rising, it's too late. All right, so this last part isn't really a set action. It's more of an off-ball movement, and it's called shake action. So shake action in a spread pick and roll is when the corner man lifts up to the wing so the roller can have an easy roll, or it creates a 2-on-1 situation for the tag man, so he has to choose between whether he's going to defend the roll guy and leave the shooter open, or go to the shooter and leave the roll open. So here we have a spread pick and roll. You have Pritchard out on the 3-point line, Svi out on the 3-point line, and Hauser out on the 3-point line. Kid is going to set a screen, and oh my, bro, he killed Keon Ellis on this, dog. Fool, look how he got Keon. This shit like a cartoon a little bit. But so now you see Sam's in the corner, right? Kata sets the on-ball screen. Sam's gonna lift up. So now Trey Lyles, who is the tag man, has to choose between if he's gonna go to Kata on the roll or go to Sam. You see Kata is wide open. But again, the 10th of a second that the defense is stuck in sand, or they don't know what they're doing, is all a shooter like Sam Hauser needs to get a shot off. So here, again, Trey Lyles is in a 2-on-1 situation. This 10th of a second that Trey Lyles has some indecision about where he's going, it's just enough that allows Sam to get open and he hits the 3. But that is a video. Again, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can, just so we can get out there a little bit more. And I will see you guys in the next video. But this is Nick. Peace.